Hey guys, Raiden here, and as you can see, we're at the menu screen for City Skylines. Now, why is that? Well, as you can see, also, load game is blacked out. This happened because I had corrupt save files. So guess who's starting over again? I wanted to start off this video by saying that I have a new idea. If any of you see any buildings or mods that look cool that are strictly like peripheral, they're not entirely new structures, they're just skins for existing structures, then tell me about them in the comments and I'll be sure to add them in if I think they're cool and useful. Or not really useful, but they look nice. So, we're going to start a brand new game of City Skylines, and I'm hoping it's going to go alright. I think it's going to go alright. I don't know yet. Let's start. New game. Now, I'm pretty sure they've added in some new areas. And it's pretty interesting. I think the Cliffside Bay and either Green River or Green Plains are the new ones. And I was thinking of doing Cliffside Bay. I haven't looked at any of these yet. But Cliffside Bay actually only has, I want to have, like, reasonable building space. Should we take on the Blackwoods? Should we? Or the Shady Strands? I like the Blackwoods. I like the sound of that. And it has 70% area for building. So, I think I'm going to go with this one. This might even be the one we did last time. I don't remember entirely. I'm not going to go and name the city right now. We'll take care of that later. You guys should also help me decide the name if you guys think of anything cool. Alright, so let's start the game. Now, I'm going to say what I said before, and I'm going to say, hey, this series isn't about micromanagement, macromanagement. It's not about being the most productive and well-known, reasonable city out there. It's about putting my vision into the people's hearts. Oh my goodness, this is an interesting building space. Especially since I want to be able to buy the stuff that is right over here. So, I don't really know. But I know I want to buy this plot of land next because a bridge across here I could do some really cool things with. Alright, so first things first, we gotta build roads, because as of the moment, people are just driving by. They're like, why do the roads go out there, but there's nothing there? Why? It's a mystery, until now. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to make an interesting structure. Now, usually I don't make the houses right off the... Is this even? Yeah, it is. I guess so. It's even enough. Usually I make the houses right off of the... Not right off. I make the commercial zones right off the road because I feel like when I drive into a city, I don't want to drive through a bunch of houses. I want to drive through stores so I can see, oh, this is where I need this and this is where this is. But I don't really care about that this time. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wing it from here. So, I'm a little concerned on how I'm gonna do this. Let's see, what do I want to do? You know what we could do? I'm gonna do this. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna connect these and make a basic square. And now I'm going to put... Oops, that's not the middle. I think that's close enough to the middle, wouldn't you say? And we're going to go ahead and put down this. Alright, so this is an interesting starting space, but we're going to go ahead and lay down some residential. So it's just where people can live. You know what? It's fine if you want to live by the hustle and bustle of the city. I know I'm adding in quite a bit, and I don't think I want to yet. I want to take this slowly. So it's not some sort of horrid plane wreck. I forgot how to erase zones already. Oh, it's blank zone. Yeah, that's how. So on some of these zones that aren't being built upon yet, I'm just going to leave them be. That. Because I don't want to build too much. I don't want to have too much I have to deal with. I'm not going to make this zone... Okay, so the things are building, and that's nice. We're getting some houses in. They're low density residential buildings, and that's fine. But these people are going to need water and electricity. So first things first, I want to figure out, okay, so the water flows in this direction. So what I'm going to do, just because it's efficient, I'm going to put the water, because if I put it any further, I'm going to have to extend water lines to a ridiculous extent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put down the water pumping station over here, which we'll need electricity for. Speaking of electricity, how is the wind here? Okay, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're going to put that down, and then we're going to put down a sewage plant over here. So these two things are going to just be sitting over here for now. I'm going to connect the two, and it doesn't matter if you connect the two. It does not mean people are getting shit in their water. I questioned this for a long time, but people weren't complaining. So as long as they're not complaining, I don't see the problem. There we go. Okay, so now we need electricity to back that up. So let's get electricity. I realized last time that I had too many wind turbines in one place, so people started complaining almost instantly. I'm going to try and avoid from building around this area. I know I'm limiting myself in a very bizarre way, but you'll see why. So, first of all, I'm going to put down a windmill. And the wind's pretty good, so I should only need one for right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this keep building. I'm going to wait for these houses to build. I might not even need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this and stretch it over here. And I'm going to take this. Or I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to take this and... Oh, no, that's not good. I'm going to move it over here. So, as I said before, I want this series to... What? Yeah, I know, it's not connected to anything. I want this series to be the kind of thing that you can just sit down, have a cup of coffee, eat some sushi, just have a wonderful time watching. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, because I want to give them power, but I need to wait until they decide to build out a bit further. Because once I get some houses over here, I'm pretty sure we will be getting power. If not, then I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit more. But only just by a bit. There. So these aren't always going to be here. We're going to get rid of them eventually. But right now, I'm not even going to worry about it. Right now, I guess I'm going to have to take the very ugly option. I'm going to have to stretch this across here. I don't really like that because it works. So everyone's getting electricity and everyone's sewage is being taken care of. It's wonderful. Pet robots, a huge hit among children. Hashtag cats and dogs. Oh no, look out. Alrighty. So now that we have all this in place, I don't know what my next step should be. Because I believe they should be building. They should be building more houses around here. Although I'm not seeing any more erected anywhere. So, and that kind of bothers me, to tell you the truth. So what I'm going to do, I might just... I want to connect these two roads. Alright. And I want to see if it'll let me... No, it will not. Okay, well, in that case, I want to divide this area up into two. I don't even care how uneven it is. There. I want to divide that into two. It's actually slightly uneven, but that doesn't matter. The beauty's in the heart. So we have people just going about their lives now, and I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I have a mod that lets me go into first person. It's probably my favorite mod in the whole game, because I can just go around and see what people are doing. Right now, people are unemployed. I forgot about building residential zone or commercial and industrial zones. So as far as commercial zones go, I kind of want to integrate it within the neighborhood. I want to have some nice neighborhood shops available. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this. I'm going to tell you guys the least needed zone, at least at the beginning of the game, is the commercial zone. You need very little of it because you only need so many stores to keep people happy. What you do need is jobs. You really need to get those industrial districts down. So right here where everything's getting super polluted, I'm going to try and build the industrial district right around there. Because it's becoming super polluted anyway, and it's not like I'm going to pollute the wind from it being industrial district. So I might regret it later, but I don't know right now. Right now, I'm just going to take my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this out here. I'm going to build down here. I just want to make sure that they have a comfortable amount of room to work in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build this. And we're going to make something a little weird. Or I want to make something weird. I want to make something kind of uneven. There we go. That is a very uneven industrial district. But to me, it's just fine. Okay. So now we just got to place the industry down. So I'm going to go and use our paintbrush tool. And I'm going to paint over these two middle parts of city. So right now what I have here should be enough. Right now we should have an even balance of job availability, stores to go to. Look, we have a Subway. People are eating tires here. We have McDonald's. I mean, they have 8 uneducated workers, but that's fine. As long as people are happy doing what they love. I mean, I'm not sure how many people love working at McDonald's, but if you do, then I'm happy for you. And look, we have a Big Bite too. Everything's just going great in this town. I feel like everyone's happy right now. See, everyone's just smiling. Apparently, these industrial districts, oh, they need water. Or else they're not going to work. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I know it's less cost efficient to do it this way, but I just like the symmetry. Alright. So, we have ice cube factories. We have a box factory. Things that we're making clothes. We have quite the variety. I mean, I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to live here. I'm going to try and hold off on the name. I'm going to see how the town develops. For now, it's just going to be called Springwood. For now. That's it. It's going to have that generic name. So, oh look, because we have a higher job market, people are starting to move in. They were like, I want houses built here. So I can get a job just like all my neighbors. And so they shall have one. Look at this huge factory. Oh my goodness. The only bad part about the industrial zone is the longer you have it, eventually the ground's gonna start becoming polluted. And that was the first thing I did in my first game, is I decided, hey, what if I built the industrial zones right next to the houses so that way they could get to work easy access. That was an awful idea. People were getting sick and dying every 10 seconds. It wasn't my fault. They chose to live here, and they wanted to work at the factories. What kind of truck is that? It's a itsy bitsy critter truck. Ah, it's an exterminator. Importing goods to a drugstore. That's kind of weird. I'm not going to complain, though. Alright, so everyone seems to be happy right now. There's not too much I can do at the moment. What I could do is I could add a second windmill, but no one's complaining about power yet. So I don't have anything that I need to attend to, so I'm going to speed things up. Alright, so we don't have access to anything right now, and I think I'm going to try and make some more residential zones happen. That's not residential. We don't want those here. So, awesome. Oh, great, we've reached our first landmark. We're at Little Hamlet. It's a small accomplishment, but just like this channel, we're going to hit the big time someday. And with your help, it's always going to happen. So, the new features, we have taxes and loans. Things that I love to abuse. New services, we have garbage, healthcare, and education. We have an elementary school, and a medical clinic, and a landfill site. So, now that we've hit this momentous mark in this town's history, we are going to build a school once we have the money. I'm pretty sure we have the money right now, but the upkeep for a school is pretty bad. I mean, it's only 160 per week, and I feel like the faster we educate these people, the faster we can move up in the world. Even if it's just elementary. Even if all these adults are learning their ABCs right now. They don't even know how to talk to each other. But I like this little setup around us that we've got. If I look around, I see that we have several more plots of land similar to the one I have here. Oh no, what's happening here? How do they not have power? I see the problem. We don't have enough power. So, I'm going to take the risky move. I'm going to take the very risky move. And I'm going to set down another one. That's not really risky at all. But, oh shoot, I'd have to... There we go. So now they're going to start getting power because they're going to have enough now. They're becoming satisfied. I mean, one windmill can only do so much. So we have to add 2. Let's see. Oh, I almost forgot. We were filling this in. Woo! Okay, there we go. And I don't want anyone to have to live next to the industrial zone. I don't want it to... It's actually not that far of a drive. Realistically, you could walk to your job if you wanted to in maybe 15 minutes. And you'd be fine. Not even that time. It's a really convenient place to live. So, I'm not going to do anything too fancy yet. Let's see, what else do we need? We could have a school. I'm not sure what I'd do with the school, though. We already have a school. What am I saying? I'm going crazy. The thing about the hospital is or the medical clinic is you don't have to build it right away. Until people actually start getting sick, you can hold off on it for a while. Now, garbage services may be something that you cannot. You know, most places, you drive in and you're like, hey, I'm so glad that this is a green area that I can understand. But that's not how we roll. You drive in and you see our garbage dump. If you visibly see the dump, then we have nothing to hide. It's a landfill site. Another man's trash. Are you kidding me? This is the Pride Mound. Did that actually save? No, it didn't. I have to push enter. It's the Pride Mound. This is our city's pride right here. It's the Pride Mound. And as you can see, several people a day go to the Pride Mound. He was going to go there, but he felt intimidated. So now he's just going to go to the industrial district. Oh, what's this? Apparently, we don't have enough workers. to suit this single factory. I don't know what was happening there. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the restart. I know it's something that's kind of hard. If you start watching a series, it's like, oh man, we gotta start over again. But I promise that it's gonna be a happy place, and I'm going to put my soul and put forth my effort into making this super enjoyable for you guys, as I like playing it myself. So, thank you for watching. That's all I have to say. I have a question for you in the comments. That was a weird, awkward silence. If you could, would you live in one of my cities? Tell me below. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, roll the end slate.
People live close to the earth and the sky.